So in my second video into my journey in 2024 to hit 100K a month with my agency here in the Netherlands, I want to discuss a few things that I learned in the last 4 years, and I made a lot of mistakes in it. Trying to, what I said in the last video, trying to hit all the niches or working with all kinds of clients, it's not working. You gotta pick one niche. So I've broken down a few fundamental things that we need to discuss in order to create a solid foundation to make sure your agency can work really efficiently. So we have three things. We gotta find one niche. We gotta find a partner, right? Facebook, Google partners, where we outsource the delivery. And we first need to do some competitor research, right? What are other agencies in your niche, in your space doing? And what are their offers out there, right? You gotta create their irresistible offer. And to make sure you know what you're offering, you gotta do some research to make sure your offer is irresistible and more irresistible than others, to make sure you will close more than they do. So I'm gonna show you one document that I used to make sure I got a great niche, and making sure this niche is also high valued, because we need high order values. I'm gonna share my screen how I did that. So in this document I will show you my SOP for niche research. In this document we will cover things like recruiting and searching for a scalable niche. And my main points are what the requirements should a niche meet is that they need many assignments, right? The client can handle many assignments and they can scale up more easily, right? So for example, I chose to niche solar because what is very important for me is that if we delivering like 100 assignments a month, they need to handle that, right? They can maximize their ability to close these deals with other sales rep that they maybe can extra hire, right? Because if you have a cap of maximum of 20 assignments, you can't scale with your client. So I chose for solar, and what is very important is their service or product. They need to sell, like the order value needs to be preferably 3 to 5K per order, right? Because if you asking 2-3K fee and also 2K ad spend, they will give you every month 5K. So if you're delivering, for example, 15 booked appointments guaranteed, right? They at least need to close 2 deals of these 15 appointments, and they are solid, right? They can give you an extra month, and the retention will be 12 months. But if you have for example, a gym niche, these people have like subscriptions of $30-50 a month, and we need so many leads for that, right? So I want you guys to have a niche that are having a high order value. Some important informations about my niche, for example, is that their competitors are advertising on Meta or Google Ads, right? This is a good sign. Direct business owner, I'm usually talk direct to the business owners, not like directly to a gatekeeper, for example. And you need to convince them of the quality, right? Their quote requests are like quickly closed, about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So the sales cycles is fine, right? So they don't need to wait for the money for at least 3 months, 4 months. They are straightforward entrepreneurs, I gotta say that, and they need to know how much it will yield for them, and we must be able to provide guarantees. So on average, their order value is 7K, 20K, right? So if we're delivering 2 clients of these 15 appointments, they will go and stay with us for the next years, right? So that's very important. So after you and I chose our niche, it's very important that we understand that we're not running a marketing agency, right? We are building a sales agency, a sales machine that is working for us to making sure we never do service delivery again. You can obviously do that if you want that, but it's not my mission and it's not my vision to create a real marketing agency with doing communication with clients, doing invoices, all these things that maybe can give you headaches I've experienced that, and what I've seen is when you're running a sales agency and with a team that is working for you to make deals, and eventually, just give these deals to other companies, and just they will give you recurring revenue and recurring commissions. That made me happy. So that's what I want to do for the next 12 months. And you can choose what you want, right? Do you want to start a marketing agency, or do you start with a sales agency and only do sales? It doesn't really matter. What we are building is a machine with appointment setters, recruiting appointment setters, teaching them how to set appointments, of course, and eventually your closers will close these deals in your niche. And when you got that machine running, you will have a lunch with a partner, or you will have a lunch with your girl, and you can fucking hit your phone and see that your sales are coming in. And not only one-time commission fees, right? We don't want that, because as I said, I have had a sales company in the solar, but we only hit one-time fees. So I don't want that anymore. I want an agency that is generating recurring revenue passively, okay? So it's very important to recruit a great partner, a Google partner, a Meta partner, people who are really good at what they do, but they are not really good at the client acquisition part of the business. So they want to outsource it to you, right? So we are going to recruit a partner. I've been hitting a few calls with people that needed sales, and I'm going to share my screen how I recruit these partners. So in this document, I'm going to show you how I recruited my partners, and I really sold myself to these partners because they don't understand usually what we are doing, right? We are giving them free clients and closing deals for them under their name, and they don't understand. So you got to sell yourself, and you got to be very clearly about your business model. When you recruit Dutch, US, UK partners, I want you guys to have like two partners in Meta and 2 Google partners. So if you're delivering 50 clients to them, and eventually they can't handle any anymore, so you need a backup with the other solar partner. What requirements should a partner need is they need to have a team of minimum of 3 people, right? They need to be capable of handling at least 5 clients a week. If you closing 1 deal a day, you gotta make sure this partner can handle that. And of course, what's the most important thing is that they can really make sure the service delivery the quality of that will be fixed, right? After 50 new sales, the quality needs to be good. Otherwise, your money is gone after 3 months. They will need to work and have worked in multiple niches. Why? Because of course they need to work in the same niche as you do, right? Have proven concepts of the niche that you have chosen, have worked, and of course, yes. And they're running Meta and or Google Ads. It can also be just one focused Meta partner and one focused Google partner. So if you close a client and they need Google, you can go give it to them, and otherwise give it to the other partner. So what I used to do is plan 4 calls with different Facebook and Google partners. Search on Insta, maybe in your algorithm, check Trustpilot, Google reviews, case studies, and book a call with the owner, right? And just discuss what you're gonna do for him. And if you find a good click, you can sign a contract, and I've shared you one contract here, to make sure you go all in. So I have a financial partner deal, for example. I close one client for $1,500 a month, management fee. The client ad spend is, for example, $1K. My monthly commission is about $500 to $600 recurring. So they will make around $1,000, right? $1,000 a month, and I make $500. So passively deals, for example, are this, right? And that's very important to make sure these deals are solid with your partners. Just discuss with them and then sign a contract. You can copy there and make it your own language. But that's it. So this week I found my partners, 2 of them. So I got a Facebook partner and a Google partner. They both worked in the solar niche. So I have a bunch of solar clients that I had proven results for. So I know when I'm delivering a client, their retention rate is maybe going to be 6 to 12 months. Their average retention was like 8-9 months. So that means that if I close a client and I get $500, $600 or euros every month, I'm pretty sure that I will get recurring revenues for at least 8 months, right? So you want to find a partner that is, have a solid background and a solid track record of the same niche that you worked in. Okay, so you're gonna use their irresistible offer, or maybe create one with them, right? Because they are doing the service delivery, they are in charge of their offer, but you can help them out with this new competitors plus offers template. Last thing I want you guys to know is that creating an offer and doing competitor research is very important to actually know and understand how you are showing in the market. So main points, it's very important that we have a competitor analysis. So what you can do, I did that, like find 3 marketing agents who are offering to your niche. Book 3 calls with them, with these agencies, if you are like a potential client. If I'm, for example, I'm a solar agency or solar company and I pretend I want service from them. So why I did that? Because I need to know what they are offering, right? What is the service? What is the price? And how many months is the contract? All these things I want to know, because then I understand I can really go and have a better irresistible offer than theirs. And if you have a partner that has a great irresistible offer, that's fine, you can use that offer. But it is very important that I recruit and I make sure I get an irresistible offer, and a more irresistible offer than others, so you can beat the shit out of everybody. So your offer needs a few components, right? So what you are looking for, what your client needs, for example, high quality leads or appointments or just clients. How many do you guarantee as a no cure, no pay? All these things are very solid, and I believe that nowadays we need to have a guarantee, a solid guarantee, and your partners needs to have the two. If your partner don't have that, just don't work with them, because they are not standing behind their service. Okay, so when these foundations and fundamentals are solid and done, I could go and do outreach, which is the most important part of the business. If you have the skill of setting appointments, you can be a millionaire, of course, because if you can fill up an agenda every day, every week for a whole year, you eventually, of course, close deals. So it's a very important skill to master. And for the next week, I'm gonna share you how I book 3 to 5 appointments per day. So if you have a closing rate of 30%, to eventually close 1 deal a day, that's the goal. But it is very important that we make sure we hire setters and we train them, right? And we make sure they are, fully committed to your company, because I've seen a lot that they working there, working over there, and we don't like that. We want to commit to one company, and they need to commit to you, so you can train them massively with strategies, and they're filling up your agenda. And eventually, when you don't want to do your sales calls by yourself, which is also possible, but I believe you first got to do them yourself, you will hire a closer, and eventually you just give and put yourself out of the business, just running them as a CEO. So that's what I'm going to do for the next week. And the week after, I don't know what I'm going to do, but this fundamental is very important. So yeah, in the next video, I'm maybe going to share a few of my goals, financial goals, personal goals, things that I needed to do to get to the 100K a month, and just commit to that, right? And when I show this everything in the world and on YouTube, I got to do it now. So if you maybe want to do it too, like build your personal brand. Build videos, do it every Saturday, for example. I sit down for 2 hours, make videos, just edit them, and let things go and upload it. And you gotta be your own accountability as a partner, as I said, right? So good luck this week.